Welcome to this special presentation for Invested Central's Premier and Plus members. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and on behalf of my partner John Hopkins and the entire Invested Central team, we want to thank you for the confidence that you've placed in us over the years. Over the last couple of weeks, I've talked a lot about the relative complacency in the market. It has actually shifted now to a point where we're almost getting to an extreme level of relative pessimism. We're not quite there, but we're getting there. This also is happening at a time when historically the market tends to move higher. So as a result, I've put together a list of stocks that I think look interesting in the near term, and I just wanted to be able to share those with you. First, we have JP Morgan. This is a company that, if you take a look back in early May, reached a high of about $38.75, $39. It broke out in early August. And just over the last couple of days, you can see we came back down, we retested this breakout area, and at the same time put in a bullish engulfing candlestick on Wednesday. So in the short term, it looks like JP Morgan could run up maybe to test its 20-day moving average to the upside, so it looks interesting here. The next stock I wanted to bring up was ExxonMobil. These first couple, actually I've got several that are pretty large companies. And I think in a market maybe where there's a little bit of uncertainty, that's probably not a bad strategy to employ here. ExxonMobil, if you take a look, we've now moved to lower prices from where we were in mid-December. You can see the price lows in December, now again here in January. But notice on these lower lows, the MACD is much higher. And it looks like the market is trying to find a bottom for ExxonMobil, at least in the near term. We've had several bottoms over the last many months in the 63, 64, 65 area, and as a result, the fact that we're getting down into that area again with a positive divergence gives us some hope in the near term that we are in fact finding a short-term bottom. First resistance area is going to be around 68, and then ultimately we'd be looking up closer to the 50-day moving average. The next one is Oracle. Oracle's been a favorite of ours. We like the volume trends. We like this gap up here back in December on this move up to 24. Notice here we come back down just below this gap support level, but we've tested the 50-day moving average. Volume just kind of so-so on the move back. But notice when we put in the recent high about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, higher prices, lower MACD, that normally signals a 50-day test. And voila, there we are, right back down at the 50-day. So we think the risk reward on Oracle looks pretty decent at this level. NVIDIA, this is one that we've talked about recently. We did put in a reversing candle here, a piercing candle right at the 50-day moving average. You got some gap support, a little bit of short-term price support, and also the longer-term price support, which was around 1650. We lost it on Tuesday, but we came right back and regained it yesterday or on Wednesday. So at this point, it looks to me like NVIDIA wants to go higher. Watch $16 to the downside. If we lose that 50-day moving average, then we could be in for a little bit more weakness. Halliburton, ticker symbol HAL. Taking a look at this one, we had this hollow candle. Many times off a downtrend, a hollow candle will mark a bottom, just like a black candle will mark a top. There was very heavy volume on this move, so we would be watching about 29.60 closely for some long-term, well, for some price support on the downside. Notice today we went just below it intraday, but we bounced back. So watch 29.60, keep a tight stop here, but you may be seeing a bottom in Halliburton. I want to mention the dollar index. As the dollar index has been climbing, notice here it's been moving to higher highs. We've got a negative divergence on the MACD. So if the dollar does weaken, that could set up pretty well for some commodities. One stock that looks particularly interesting is AUY, Yamana Gold. Notice after it's been coming back down here, put in this hammer near price support, and also very oversold. RSI 32, stochastics down at 5. So a bounce here would not surprise us. I hope you've enjoyed this special presentation. Again, we want to thank all of our members. We really appreciate your support, and hope you have some happy trading days ahead. See ya.